All right, so now as we continue to explore J Jewelry today, we just love the texture that you find in all of these stunning pieces. And that is what you're getting in this beautiful ring. Take a look at item J416354. This is a master artisan textured band ring from J Jewelry, available for under $100 at that sale price. We've got this available for you in sizes 5 through 11, 600 available to go around. Look at the texture, look at the beauty. I mean, the way the light catches it, I mean, you are just going to get lost in all of the intricacy here, Scott.
No, it is. So first, let me say, size up, my friends. So this is a true cigar style band, so I would size up one size for you. From there, you notice how we say master artisan textured band ring, because this level of carving and detail can honestly only be done by a master artisan, which means we're talking about family generation after generation. It's that same soulful craftsmanship that you love about our pieces, but it brings all of our signatures together in one design. So here you'll see the hammered texture. So that hammered is the largest surface area you see here, and you see where there's that reflection. That comes from our Out of Africa collection, and that was around 5 in the morning on day 2. We went trekking to the Okavanga Delta, and as we were there, we're walking along one of the riverbeds, and it's amazing because there's very few, there's some acacia trees, but you see this gorgeous moon, the light shining out, then you see a ripple, and all of a sudden, here comes the head of the hippo coming out.
Oh,
so I wanted to recreate that moonlight sterling silver and the way it rippled across the water. So the way we did that hammered texture is when they carve this in wax, they actually carve little divots into the wax, the same way you would facet a gemstone to make it sparkle. That's what we do with our hammered technique. So we don't take a hammer and hit it and bend it. It's actually carved and then filled with that liquefied sterling silver. Then if you go to the left of there, you're going to see that crane texture that we just spoke about.
Yes.
So there we're going to Japan, that gorgeous symbol of eternal love, that protection, that guardian angel. There's another interpretation of that crane foot pattern on top of each other. Notice the highs of it. So again, when you get this home, it's that beautiful textile. Then next to there, you're seeing our icon. That is your favorite box chain. We spoke about the triple necklace. This is though we've taken the iconic box chain, also known as a Venetian chain in high-end designer jewelry, as though you just pushed it right into sterling silver. There is no difference between that carving and what you would see in your favorite soft box chain bracelet. So if you're looking down at your wrist right now and you own any of our bracelets with the box chain, this is going to match perfectly down to it. Beautiful highs and lows, all the geometric shape that you love. And then down from there, you're getting that basket weave. The basket weave that you saw in our first spinner ring, here you're getting it as a story, or it's adding to the icon of J, those signatures. There is from going along the riverbed where they strip the palm fronds and would then weave these palm fronds into these baskets to go fishing. So there's that beautiful chevron pattern, again, highs and lows. If you notice halfway between this band ring, you see how it looks like you're getting a little reflection there. It comes up a little bit, almost to like a point.
I see that right here.
So but see how it adds so much more dimension, and it allows that silver surface area to play off the light when it's on your hand from both sides. So, and then you see the Kalahari discs there, the little circle discs. That also comes from the Out of Africa collection, from the Kalahari Bushmen. So one of the oldest recorded DNAs in the world. For me, that represents the fact that we are all family. And each of those little discs represents the people in your life. And that last step that our artisans do, think about that after it's sketched, carved in wax, and then a silicone mold, and then there is a wax tree, a silver tree, then they bring it together to create this, then they hand apply the oxidation, and they hand polish it. All of the little details of that oxidation brings those beautiful highs and lows. And so this is really a storytelling piece that takes you around the world in one ring. It took us, in essence, almost 10 years to create this, because that's 10 years of Jay travel stories in one piece.
Oh, Scott, I just love listening to you and your inspiration. And I love what you said about traveling around the world in one ring. Think about that. As you think about gifting this season for someone who perhaps loves traveling or someone who has that bucket list that they're always talking about. Think about all of the places that inspired the creation in this ring. That is what you're getting. And Scott, I'd like to share with you, my husband and I, we spent a couple of weeks in Uganda, and I experienced the exact same thing when you were talking about the beautiful details in the way that you have the hammer texture.
Yes.
Seeing the water ripple and seeing a magical, huge hippo just gracefully come up is one of the, it's a memory that I will never forget. And the way that you described it, it just gave me chills up my spine, because that's just one of the beautiful moments and one of the beautiful things that you can experience in Africa, right?
And there's an energy, and I think where with me personally, my experience with Africa, there's an energy not only from the people but from the land itself. And then, as I always say, and I've had the opportunity, I lived in Europe for 10 years, in Africa for 8 years, and I've worked with global companies that have allowed me to travel quite a bit. People make the experience. I mean, you go to destinations, and you have the history, but when you're there, it's the people that makes it their home. And there's something about being able to go to all these wonderful destinations that really have shown me through all those years. Here you have your Japan, you have all the variations through Africa. Everybody is so similar. And if you choose to share what you love, it brings all of us closer. And I love the idea of what you said. If you have that travel bug, if you are that person who loves to save your money for that destination, who is always happiest when you're traveling that world or traveling down that street, this is a great way. Or even if you're the one who loves designer jewelry, what an incredible piece to get our icon of our box chain, our basket weave, our crane, our Kalahari, and our hammered. We've never in our history done it all in one design.
Absolutely stunning. Your item number once more, that is J416354, this Master Artisan textured band ring, available for you in sizes 5 through 11. Fewer than 600 remain. Your sale price, $99.88. So now let's talk about